Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing well. Today's lesson is about the midpoint formula in grade 10 analytical geometry. So the point of the midpoint formula is to find the exact middle point between two coordinates on a graph. Now we have our first question, which is determine the coordinates of M, the midpoint of the line segment joining A and point B. So the first thing that we have to do is to label our points. So let's use A as point 1 and B as point 2. So in point 1, we have negative 2 and 6. That means that negative 2 is your x and that 6 is your y. But we have to specify, since it's point 1, this has to be x1 and y1. Let's move to the second point. We have B. We have 4 and 10. That means that 4 is your x and that 10 is your y. It's point 2, so there should be x2 and y2. We've already specified our points. Now let's substitute into our formula. We have M, let's write our M, open a bracket, we have x1. Where's your x1? There's your x1, it's negative 2. So this will be negative 2 plus, we have x2, which is 4. So we'll write our 4 all over 2. We also have y1, where's your y1? It's 6. There's your y1 plus, we have y2, y2 is 10 all over 2. Now in a calculator, punch negative 2 plus 4 all over 2 in a calculator. Your answer should be 1. We also have 6 plus 10 all over 2. Punch this in a calculator. Your answer will be 8. So that means between points A and B, the middle part or the midpoint is coordinate 1 and 8. Now let's find the midpoint of points C and D. In C we have 3 and negative 5, and for point D we have negative 7 and 1. Let's label our points. C will be the first point and D will be the second point. So that means this 3 is your x and that negative 5 is your y. But it's point 1, so let's specify this should be x1 and y1. For D, we have negative 7, which is our x, and 1, which is your y. Let's specify this should be x2 and y2. What's the next step? Let's substitute into our midpoint formula. We have M, open a bracket, x1, where's your x1? It's 3. We have plus x2, where's your x2? There it is, it's negative 7. So let's put this in a bracket all over 2. We also have y1, there's a y1, it's negative 5 plus y2, there's a y2, it's 1 all over 2. Now punch this in a calculator, you should get, let's say M, this should give you negative 2. And if you punch that part in your calculator, you should also get negative 2. And that is how we use the midpoint formula. Now let's do the last example. Now let's find the midpoint of points E and F. Let's label our points. E should be point 1 and the F should be point 2. This negative 1 should be your x and that negative 4 should be your y. They're all under points, the first point, so this should be x1 and y1. For the second point, we have 6, which is your x, negative 9, which is your y. They're all under point 2, so there should be x2 and y2. Now let's substitute into our formula. We have M, x1, your x1 is negative 1, plus x2, which is 6, all over 2. We also have y1, there's a y1, negative 4 plus we have y2, which is negative 9. Let's put it in a bracket all over 2. Now punch this in a calculator, your answer should be, you will get a fraction which is 5 over 2. However, we may write our answer as a decimal. You know that you have to write to punch S, then D in a calculator. So you should get 2,5, and let's punch this in a calculator. Please make sure that you don't make any mistakes. You will get negative 13 over 2 When you punch SD, your answer will be negative 6,5. And that is how we use the midpoint formula in grade 10 analytical geometry. This is all under paper 2 for grade 10s, and I will say out of the 3 major topics, which are analytical geometry, trigonometry, and Euclidean geometry, this is one of the most approachable topics. I mentioned the subtopics, and you guys have seen that majority of the work just includes substituting. So I do believe that you will get good grades if you continue watching these videos. From here, I'll do trigonometry videos followed by Euclidean. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.